such a controversial thing, it's funny, but I realized the other day the mistake I made. So this is really the most clear kind of map I have ever seen, in terms of information for the subway. It's very simple. Every line has a color. Every subway line has a color. In reality, they already have it. And every station has a dot. Every stop has a dot. No stop, no dot, no stop. So it couldn't be easier than that. There is nothing to fragment the legibility of this. Well, instead, if you look at today's map, it's a total disaster with a fragmentation all over the place. I can show it to you. I have one there. And, and this is what we try to avoid. Now, back 75 years ago, in London, they did the first map with a 90 and 45 degrees grid, like this one here. And it's been working fine in London for all this time. But New York is a different kind of a city. And now, I just realized that maybe possible that I made a mistake by indicating somehow, even in a deformed way, the areas, Manhattan, Queens, and the Bronx. I probably should have done what I've done in London, not to have an indication of the geography. So to have a complete blank, like a beige background or a white background, so that there is no suggestion of geography whatsoever. One of the problems they had in New York is that the people, they couldn't relate the geography with the station, with the lines, and they were confused by that. But it's just because they shouldn't. They were a geographical map, they're a neighborhood map in the subway, So really there is no reason why this geography has to be literal. It could be completely abstract. But I think it would have been even better if I pushed the envelope even further and not to have anything and just give the lines and stops. Maybe that point would have been better. Otherwise, it's perfect. I think it's one of the most beautiful spaghetti work ever done. It's a terrific one. It's so clear. It's unbelievable. Now, the reality is that 50% of the humanity is visual oriented, and 50% of humanity is verbally oriented. So the visually oriented people have no problem in reading any kind of map, including road maps. And the verbal people, they can never read a map, So it's just because of that dichotomy between one and the other. And but the verbal people have one great advantage over the visual people. They can be heard. And that's why they changed this map. They start to complain, these people, opening their mouths, in vain, until that beautiful map was substituted by the junky one that you can see now by going in every subway station. It is a map that is loaded with information which is so difficult to retrieve that it makes the whole point of the map equally useless. So if I made a mistake here, was not making the geography abstract, making the water beige and the park gray instead of green, but was just the fact of indicating those things when I shouldn't have done it. I should have done just blank, it would have been better. So that is about the thing. Now, this little pocket map, by the way, it has the entire system on one side, and the downtown area, the principal area, on the opposite side, which is terrific because so you can see much better. And not only that, but when you fold it, it comes down to a very nice cover.